In the 5 boroughs of New York City alone, about 2/3 of people rent. People like Agustina Velez of Corona, Queens.
I haven't been able to pay rent for 6 months now.
She spoke with us through an interpreter.
The day before yesterday, the landlord actually came and said that demanded the rent and said that he needed the rent right away or I was going to be evicted.
We spoke with her about this, an order from the CDC halting all evictions until the end of the year. Anyone making $99,000 or less per year and unable to make rent payments is eligible. Since New York City alone has more than 5 million renters, this could be good news around here. But it's not necessarily the case.
Most tenants in New York State aren't regulated. Their landlord is not required to renew their lease. A lot of landlords are using that as an excuse.
That's half the renters.
Half the renters in New York City, and when you talk about outside of New York City, it's almost all of them.
That's more than 2.5 million people in the 5 boroughs alone. The CDC order came with no prior notice.
We were surprised by it, and we're still really trying to figure it out.
She runs one of the city's biggest eviction prevention programs. As people work to understand the measure meant to keep people in their homes, advocates say without more help and guidance from state and federal governments, far more people could end up out of their homes than the CDC wants. They call for action closer to home.
We need immediately, Senator Myri's bill is the bill that we're pushing on that, right? That bill would extend the original moratorium that says that nobody can be evicted regardless of situation.
The state or the city, someone needs to step in and essentially say, we're going to forgive these amounts.
The reason behind all this, the federal government saying if people are evicted, they could end up spreading COVID. But the federal government, say advocates, needs to act on another stimulus package to help people make their rental payments once this moratorium runs out. Reporting from East Harlem, I'm James Ford, Pix 11 News.